I declare open this graduation ceremony. Please be seated. Graduating students, family, friends, colleagues and guests, good afternoon and welcome to this Ulster University graduation ceremony. I'm Professor Paul Bartholomew, Vice-Chancellor and President of Ulster University, and I would like us to start this ceremony as we mean to go on by saying to this, our class of 2025, congratulations. It's a privilege for me to preside over this ceremony today, the most important day of the university year, your graduation. Today's all about you. It's a celebration and we want you to enjoy every minute of it because, frankly, you deserve it. We also want everyone who's come with you today to enjoy the occasion as well. I want to thank the mums and dads, husbands and wives, sons and daughters, sisters and brothers, grandparents, carers, friends, and all of those who play an important part in your life. It's fantastic to have so many of you here, and please make your voices heard when you see your graduate across the stage. As presiding officer, I have the privilege of reflecting not only on what you've achieved, but on who you've become during your time at Ulster University, because today isn't just a celebration of knowledge gained, it's a recognition perhaps of character built. You leave here not only with a degree, but perhaps with something just as valuable, the qualities that will carry you forwards, not just in your careers, but in your lives, qualities that we at Ulster University have seen in you and helped you nurture. And perhaps these qualities can be summed up in one word that we sometimes use in our own university development materials, and that word is brave. I don't necessarily mean in the heroic sense, although I'm sure it does apply sometimes. I'm thinking more of 5 things that sit behind that word. So let me explain. The B in brave is for bold, and you are bold. You have the courage to begin this journey, whether that be an undergraduate program or postgraduate program. You have the courage to step into unfamiliar territory, to ask difficult questions, and to take on challenges that may once have felt far beyond your reach. Being bold is not about having no fear, it's about moving forwards in spite of it. And in our lecture halls, research labs, seminar rooms, computer labs, studios, societies, sports and communities, you've done just that. When you started your program, whether that was straight from school or from your undergraduate program or returning to study from a different career path, you brought with you curiosity, ambition, and questions about who you might become. Along the way, of course, you were challenged. You wrestled with new ideas, pushed through difficult deadlines, and stretched beyond what you thought was possible. And each time you stepped outside of your comfort zone, you expanded your potential. You discovered that you could do more, think more deeply, and lead with more purpose than you ever imagined. And that journey doesn't end today. In fact, it starts anew. Because your potential isn't a fixed point. It's a horizon that keeps moving as long as you keep walking towards it. So keep being bold. Next comes R. You are resilient, and there's no journey without obstacles. There were deadlines you didn't think you could meet, assignments that tested your limits and your patience, moments where quitting felt easier than continuing perhaps. But here you are at your graduation. Your resilience has made you stronger, not just because you endured, but because you learnt, you adapted, and you kept going. Next comes A. You are authentic. In a world that often pressures people to fit into a mould, you've had the courage to be yourselves, to speak your truth, to show up fully, and to contribute your unique voice to our university. Authenticity is not about perfection. It's about being real, being honest, and being grounded in who you are. It's what makes you trustworthy and unforgettable. Then we have V. You're also versatile. You've had to pivot, rethink, collaborate across disciplines and find creative solutions to new problems. The world you're entering, whatever sector that may be, will continue to change rapidly, but your ability to adapt without losing direction is one of your greatest assets. And finally, E. You are empowering. Throughout your time here, you've not only grown individually, but you've lifted others. Whether it was helping a classmate mentoring, organising, advocating, or simply encouraging someone when they needed it, you've proven that real strength uplifts everyone. Being empowering demonstrates your confidence, your leadership potential, and your ability to work collaboratively. And in today's dynamic workplaces, success often hinges on teamwork, adaptability, and mutual support. So harness that ability, encourage ideas, foster inclusivity, and help others grow. So those 5 characteristics, boldness, resilience, authenticity, versatility, and being empowering, summed up as brave, are not just what got you here to this day. They are what might help you define your success far beyond it. They might guide you how to lead, how to work, and how to live. So graduates, I say to you, you are ready. You've learned the theories, you've completed the dissertation, you've passed the exams, you've aced your studies. You did it, and I say to you, well done. And now, as Vice-Chancellor, I also want to take a moment to thank all of those within the university who have helped you get here. My colleagues, your lecturers, research supervisors and technicians, and all of the professional services teams, and many of them are sat behind me to my left and to my right. And I'd wonder if you'd do me the kindness of joining me in a round of applause for them and all the support they've given you. Now, before we get on with the ceremony, let me finish with the words of the great author and thinker Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. So remember, be brave. The power to shape your future lies within you. Go out and be extraordinary. Enjoy your day today. On behalf of all of us, congratulations again. Thank you. In accordance with the wishes of the Senate and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer honorary degrees, and other academic distinctions of the University of Ulster on those named in the conferment list approved by the Senate. I call upon Professor Gormley Heenan, University Provost, to present David Linton for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates and friends, Ulster University awards honorary doctorates to individuals in recognition of the outstanding contributions that they are making in their chosen fields and to our society. We believe that those who receive honorary doctorates are inspirational role models for our students, our staff and our partners. They're the sort of people that we can all look up to, whose work, whose values, and whose passions can inspire each of us in our own personal and professional lives. And so in this context, I am delighted to present David Linton for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the business sector. As we celebrate graduation today, we're celebrating more than achievement and academic success. We're also celebrating meaningful impact. And there are few better examples of meaningful impact than David Linton, founder of MADLUG, which stands for Make a Difference Luggage. With MADLUG, David didn't just start a company. He started a movement that was rooted in value, in worth, and in dignity. It's a movement that was born from a moment of empathy, one that occurred when David learned that many children in the foster care system carry their belongings in bin bags. Not suitcases, not backpacks, but bin bags. And that was a moment of realization that wasn't just a spark of sadness. For David, it was a call to action. David answered that call, and with no background in fashion or retail, But with just an idea, a vision, and the absolute courage of his convictions, he founded Madlug, a social enterprise with a simple yet really profound message. For every bag purchased, one is given free of charge to a child in care. No logos, no slogans, just dignity, delivered one backpack at a time. And to date, the impact has been breathtaking. Over 102,000 bags have been donated across the UK and Ireland. That's 102,000 children who were told, perhaps for the first time in their lives, you're not invisible, you're not forgotten, and you're worth more than a bin bag. With each bag worth £10, this is representing a financial investment of over £1 million already, but the difference that it has made to the lives of those care-experienced children is absolutely immeasurable, as is the wide-ranging impact of his journey and his work, with Madlug now being used as an exemplar in social work training across the UK. His work is being used as a tangible example in demonstrating to children in care their value and their worth. And what makes David an inspirational role model for every new graduate here today isn't just his idea, but the values that lay behind it. His empathy wasn't just fleeting, it became the foundation for a business. His drive wasn't fueled by profit, but by the urgent need for change. And his sense of civic responsibility wasn't something that was theoretical. It became real, practical, and deeply impactful. So David reminds us all that success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who benefits from your success. He teaches us that social enterprise is not a compromise between business and charity, it's a force that blends innovation with compassion and blends strategy with soul. So graduates, in a world that can be dominated by speed, by status, and by scale, David Linton's journey is a reminder that purpose is the most powerful compass that you can have. He didn't wait for somebody else to come and fix the problem, he stepped up. He became the builder of solutions, a beacon of hope, and a voice for the voiceless. And in doing so, he not only gave thousands of children their first piece of luggage, he gave them something far more important, a sense of worth. And as you step into your own futures, remember this: you don't have to wait until you've figured it all out before you can make a difference. You just need courage, conviction, and compassion. Your degree has given you skills and knowledge, but your impact is going to be defined by how you use them, for whom, and with what purpose. David Linton used his to lift up other people, quietly, consistently, and powerfully. And now it's your turn. And I know David would want to thank and pay tribute to those who have walked with him on his journey and been a source of strength and support to him. And we're delighted that his wife Judith, his sister Heather, brother-in-law Gary, his uncle John, and his aunt Joy, and his parents-in-law Mary and Kenneth are all here with us today. So thank you so much for being here. And a final thank you to you, David, for everything that you do and everything that you continue to do. So, Vice-Chancellor, in the name of Ulster University Senate, I present David Linton for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
David Linton, in the name of the Senate, I present to you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. I call upon Professor Connolly, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for the Graduate Certificate in Criminology Applied Practice, Matthew Bradley. Ryan Skillen. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Criminology Applied Practice, Jacob Baxter. Gosha Bodzal. Kerry Leanne Bryson. Jordan Colgan. Paul Charles Crossland. Emma Dixon. Rhys Gleeson. Matthew Gregg. Claire Henry. Laura Louise Sarah Hayward. Caitlin Patricia Ann McCormick. Erin McCosh. Lisa McRae. Una McGaughey. Anna McElreevy. Stuart Moore. Anthony Morris. Calvin Nevery. Taylor Patton. Kirsty Reid. Stuart Robinson. Laura Shimon. Molly Spence. Christiane Spies. Chloe Louise Tate. Chris Thornbury. Aaron Troughton. Nathaniel Sidney Paul Turton. Annalise Caroline Georgina Watt. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Professor Connolly, for presenting candidates. I now call upon Professor Armstrong, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Ulster University Business School, to present candidates.
Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you candidates for The degree of Master of Business Administration, Manpreet Singh. Mirabel Ogene Komenu Aweko. Salman Bieland. Tolulupe Oluwase Bode Adeoye. Mohammed Iqbal Chaudhry. Anthony Santaline Fernandez. Anila Johnson. Venkata Suya Prahasith Prasavanrampu. Kritikath Maduk. Prakul Sigmaduk. Lushmanankath Mutusami. Shrey Nagpal. Olalode Christiana Oenuga. Chirag Grover Sanjay. Vladimir Shankov. Mola Kumar Navabe Shanmar. Manes Shankar Shankar. Srivansa Sridhar. The degree of Master of Business Administration with Advanced Practice, Sakito Oka. The degree of Master of Science in Business Development and Innovation, Kumlesh Kumari. Harpreet Kaur. Oluwa Fumilo Kemisula Bankole. Krona Higgins. Itunuya Sarah Ige. Ravi Sharmar. Palwinder Singh. Ihuna Evelyn Solomon. Aminat Towobola Taiwo. Shakmoil Tariq. Jordan James Wilson. The degree of Master of Science in Executive Leadership, John Gerard Crean. The degree of Master of Science in International Event Management, Vishal. Justina Korolewska, Kester Ifeanyi Muemenan, Merlin Mary Sunny, Furu Sarah Wuribe, the degree of Master of Science in International Tourism and Hospitality Management, Amanpreet Kaur. Musbo Sunkame Akorede, Arjun Krishna Chandranse Kanran Pillai, Ikendinchi Justice Chukwudi, Savio John, Aaron Raju, Sandeep Kumar Rameshbhai Rathod, Tasna Maria Shaji, Mohammed Saidul Hokshon, Lalit Kumar Singh, Ravinder Singh, Godson Tikanath Rafi, the degree of Master of Science in International Tourism and Hospitality Management with Advanced Practice, Sarita Harikumar. The degree of Master of Science in Management, Ajay Kumar. Gurdeep Singh, Gurnam Singh, Gurpreet Kaur, Hakurt Singh, Jagmeet Singh, Kehinde Caleb Akinwale, Hamza Ali, Ramsha Ali, Harshagra, Ajith Atto, Bhagwant Singh, Aniola Abeola Dixon, Akhil Gaylord, Gurjinder Singh, Lee Irvine, Ghana Kanriya Achea, Manoj Kumar, Pawanpreet Singh, Priya, Mushahid Hussein Raza, Umar Sahid, Pradageshwar Shanmugam, Chetan Shamar, Kiran Kumar, Suresh Kumar, the degree of Master of Science in Management and Corporate Governance, Olasumbo Olive Kopeniyi, Roisin Magar, the degree of Master of Science in Marketing, Harpreet Kaur, Asim Ali, Clark Angus, Ailish Murray Burke, Damilere Adeboye Elegushi, Irwin Johnson, Washinder Kaur, Alan Joji Matthew, Ojunuwa Alphonsus Ogunchi, Tirth Mehulbe Patel, Abdul Rahman, Johnny Antoine Shaw, the Postgraduate Certificate in Executive Leadership, Andrea Bagley. Rosemary Breen, Paula Carson, Jill Elizabeth Ann Caskey, Claire Marie Costello, Michael Joseph Hart, Eleanor Irving, Natasha Lynch, Donna McCulloch, Mairead Catherine McMahon, Brenda McMullen, Linda Neelan, Sarah Jane Smith, Andrew Samuel Wilson, Kerry Young, the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Culinary Arts Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Rhiann Bradley. Seth Jager. Leslyn Joy. Ryan Curlin. Sasha McAvoy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Human Resource Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Michael Baum. Emma Rose Bradley. Amelia Jane Breen. Kennedy Brown. Rebecca Byrne. Rebecca Carson. Erin Cassidy. Rory Codd. Stephanie Corey. Niamh Diamond. Michaela Vivian Gibson. Grace Gorman. Jenna Hayden. Aidan Patrick Hanratty. Lauren Hull. James Jefferson. Kirsten Ann Isabel Doreen Leatham. Olivia Grace Lennox. Emma Loughran. Ben McConville. Hannah Louise McCord. Michael McAvoy. Sophie Alexandra McFarland. Oren McGribbon. Orlith McIntyre. Sarah McKnight. Christopher McLaughlin, Aoife Philomena McNally, Matthew Milligan, Adam Murphy, Minahil Normani, Sinead Reid, Aaron Sims, Rebecca Sloan, Shay Steenson, Madison Wilson, Victoria Zuvodska, the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, Keelan Mark Crosby. Adam Patrick Graham. Hallie Louise Gregg. Lucy Georgia Henry. Mary Ann Lenihan. Quincy Logronio. Jay McCrossan. Ellie Mae McGrugan. Naomi McMullen. Lasma Melke. Ellie Murr. Lauren Nellis. Subin Cherry Nantosh. Helena Silva Renes. Ryan Wari. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Culinary Arts Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, International, Grace Bashko. Lucy Gordon. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management and Diploma in Professional Practice, International, Victoria Bohill Garrigan. Ruth Brown Kerr. Clara Stowney. Amy Ward. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Human Resource Management, Laura Armstrong. Ewan Campbell. Ellen Fagan. Rich Murphy. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in International Hospitality Management, Orla Brown. Marianne Fogarty. Scott Gorman. Stuart MacDonald. Richard Sharp. Dion Rennie Shields. The degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Leading on Customer Operations, Lauren Craig Bovard. Sian Francis Boyle. Stephanie Lauren Bradford. Mark Desmond Clements. Jonathan Eamon Copeland. Caroline de Ornelas. Michael Fox. Keaton Ian Hamilton. Beatrix Jardim Santos. Jessica McGeown. Laura Louise McMahon. Megan Ann Muron. Jamie Luke Patterson. Rachel Somerville. The degree of Master of Science in International Event Management, Sonia Rani. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates from the Ulster University Business School.
Thank you, Professor Armstrong, for presenting candidates. I now call upon our honorary graduate, Dr. Linton, to address the congregation on behalf of those who have been presented.
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and graduates, it is an incredible honour today to stand before you as I receive this honorary doctorate. To extend my thanks to the university and to everyone involved in the selection and the decision is a complete privilege, and I do not take it lightly. You see, my journey into the world of business, into the world of social enterprise and becoming a social entrepreneur happened 10 years ago. I was at a fostering course with my wife. My wife and I had done some fostering over the years. We were looking to do more. And there was this video that was shown. It was a young girl around her teens, and she made this statement. When we move, the local trust or the local authorities don't give us suitcases. Sometimes foster carers will loan us a suitcase, but quite often our belongings are moved in black plastic bin bags and we lose our dignity. I don't know how you feel when you hear that, but for me it absolutely broke my heart, and it left me this response that I wanted to do something to fix it. So that's what I did. After much looking around, I realized that there was one child moves into the care system every 15 minutes. So that's about 5 or 6 young people in the time we will be here today will move into care, and most with their belongings moved in black plastic bin bags. Across the UK and Ireland, there's over 100,000 children in the care system, and most of them move within and leave it with their belongings moved in black plastic bin bags. So I left feeling I've got to do something about that. I was moved to try and fix that problem. And starting Madlug was the response. I'd looked at the charitable model and I realized there was lots of funding around, that the funding pot wouldn't get any bigger because I had brought a new problem to the table. If you're not good at fundraising in the charity world, you have to climb a few mountains, run a few marathons, and you could just tell that I'm the kind of athlete that does that. See, the reality, it wasn't really my thing. But I was left with this idea, could I start business? Because business is about profit, isn't that right? It's about profit. I thought if I could make profit and use the profit instead of shareholder benefit, that I could use profit to give bags to incredible children and young people in care. Would that work? You see, right at the heart of my why is that I believe every child and young person in the care system is incredible. The fact that they breathe, they have huge value, huge worth, and deserve to be treated with dignity. I just want to say, if anybody in this room has care experience, I believe you're incredible. You've got huge value. And if you've graduated today, well done. So I started this journey to do that, but it required a yes. I want to be honest with you today. It's not the first time that I came across a problem that I wanted to fix, but it was the first time I did something about it. You see, whenever I was faced with issues through my life, and I'm in my 50s now, I would have seen a need, walked down the street, saw a need of somebody else, and I thought I could do something about that. But I never did it. I just got on about my life, and I used this term, someday. You know, someday I'll have the kids, and someday I'll have the big house, and someday I'll have the good job, I can afford to do all that. Someday I'll have the education to do it. Someday, whatever that someday is. But I want to tell you today that someday took a lot of those dreams that I had, those opportunities, to the grave. And it took me to be 42, meeting this black bin bag story, and actually saying yes. So as you graduate today, I want to encourage you not to wait until you're in your 40s to do something that makes a difference. You've got an amazing start to be graduating out of an amazing university. But I want to encourage you to find your black bin bag story, to find the thing that moves you to do and make a difference in the world. How do you find your black bin bag story? You have to be curious. You don't have to be fixed ideas, you need to be curious. You need to look around, you need to be looking around all the time and seeing for the thing that breaks your heart. And then you need to say yes. And it's a story within the story. So if you're using children in care, it's the big story. The black bin bag story for me is literally bin bags. It's the story within the story. So I want to encourage you today, as you graduate, as you leave here, achieving an amazing achievement of graduating, I want to encourage you to find your black bin bag story. I also want to leave you to know that what you start doesn't always end up where you finish. So when I started Madlug, I had £500. We have no investors, and we've helped over 130,000 children in care to date. That's equivalent to 59 of these buildings across the UK of children that have been helped. I thought I could just start this little thing by giving one bag and selling one bag and giving one bag. But as a result, what I learned when I started this journey was that things develop from the initial idea. I wasn't fixed on the idea. It wasn't the only way. But I remember being at a youth festival with a group of young people, seeing 300 young people carrying Madlug backpacks out of 1,500 young people. And a youth leader came to me and he said, I have a young person who has care experience in my group. I said, well, okay, get them to come down. They can pick a colour of bag that they would like. Don't have to speak to me. There's no awkwardness in this. Just, I'll give it to you. This young person arrives down the last day. And what happened was, I said to the young person, what colour of bag would you like? And he says, I'm colourblind. I says, what football team do you support? I'm not going to tell you, but he chose a red bag. He went off that. I said, what's your story? He says, I've been in care for 10 years. And within a 2-week period, I moved my life with my belongings in black plastic bin bags 15 times. What you do is amazing. What you do is amazing. I turned round to this young person and says, what's amazing is there's over 300 young people carrying Madlug bags. Why? Because they believe you have huge value, you have huge worth, and you deserve to be with dignity. You are incredible. He went off, he came back later on that evening, he gave me this massive hug, and he said, I just had to come back and say thank you. Well, that's not the end of the story. 2 days after that event, he contacts me on Facebook Messenger and he says, I met Dave Linton at this festival and I've decided I'm going to be a teen very soon. And I'm going to give all the money that I get to the work of Madlug so that other young people can experience what I have experienced. Something changed that day. It wasn't just a bag brand that just gave a bag. It was a movement where we were empowering people right across the UK and the world to wear a bag and to show love without words to incredible children and young people with care. So today as you leave, find your black bin bag story. Don't see it as a start and an end. You haven't arrived. As you leave, look for your black bin bag story and do what I do. Say yes. Just say yes. Don't wait until you're in your 40s to do that. Before I conclude, I want to take a moment to just express my thanks to my family and my friends and my wife and children for their ongoing support and encouragement. Thank you. And I'm deeply honoured to receive this recognition from Ulster University today. I look forward to collaborating with you and inspire many of your students to explore the world of social enterprise, business with profit making impact, and social entrepreneurship, while raising awareness of the incredible children and young people in care within our society. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Linton, for that really inspiring address. I now call upon Adam Graham, a new graduate in the Ulster University Business School, to propose a vote of thanks.
Vice-Chancellor, Provost, academic staff, class of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. I am privileged to speak to you on behalf of the Ulster University students here today. I have always been told it's about the journey and not the destination. And when asked to reflect on these past 4 years, that could not be more true. From dropping out of school in lower sixth to completing my business BTEC online during COVID, education had never really felt like it was for me. I always thought I just wasn't built for it. But then I started at Ulster University, and everything felt different. The warmth, the passion, and the energy from the staff and my fellow students made me realise something I had never felt before. This was the first time I actually enjoyed education. The first time I felt like I was good at something, and more than that, the first time I felt recognised for it. Studying international hospitality management at Ulster gave me a sense of purpose. I discovered what kind of leader I want to be and what kind of impact I want to make, not just in work, but on every person I meet and every place that I visit. Ulster hasn't just taught us how to work in industry or how to access the library database. It has taught us how to work with people, and that has been most important to me. My time at Ulster University has been about so much more than the coursework, grades, or the classification that I received today. It's been defined by the experiences, the endless and invaluable opportunities that made this journey truly memorable. From working alongside celebrity chefs in the world-class Academy restaurant, to attending and helping deliver conferences, to networking with some of the best in the business. Every moment has added real value. And of course, a truly unforgettable trip to Casa Rataiu in Romania, which was the perfect end to my placement year. Each of these moments have turned our time at Ulster into something bigger than a degree, something personal, meaningful, and truly memorable. And for everything we have gained during our time at Ulster, we owe a lot of thanks. To the academic staff, lecturers, and support staff, thank you for guiding us, pushing us, and for the passion and care you brought to every conversation, lecture, and meeting. You have helped shape us to be the professionals that we all are today, and we will forever be grateful. A special thank you to Simon Russell for his energetic lectures and constant care and support for his students that never went unnoticed. To Dr. Nicky McQuillan, whose passion for events was infectious and for always pushing us to be the best that we can be. And to Dr. Laura Wells, who hasn't won Lecturer of the Year for nothing. You have been an inspiration. To the Academy team, thank you for giving us real-world experience in such a supportive learning environment. Being able to develop our skills while surrounded by people who are not only incredibly knowledgeable, but also genuinely passionate about what they do, has been inspirational. To all family, friends, and loved ones here today, thank you for being there for us all. Whether you were cheering us on from the sidelines or proofreading our assignments, your support has meant everything, and we wouldn't be here without you. To the class of 2025, and to Ryan, Hallie, Ruth, and Lauren, first of all, congratulations. Thank you for being such a big part of my time at Ulster. Thank you for keeping me sane through late nights of coursework or pre-presentation nerves or pre-speech nerves, and for all the laughs we have shared along the way. We should all be so proud. And of course, to my family, Mum, Dad, Laura, and Jason, thank you for always being there for me, no matter what, over these past 4 years. As we mark the end of our time here at Ulster, we leave with more than a degree. We leave with lasting friendships, memories that we will cherish, and a network of support that is unmatched. And for that, we will forever be indebted to Ulster University, quite literally with our student loans. So I will leave you with an excerpt from Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Thank you, good luck, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Adam, very much for that vote of thanks. I do have a couple of things to just do before we do the final closing of the event. I first of all want to thank Daria de Brass, who played us in and will play us out. Let's give them a round of applause. And of course, I can't do my final close without giving us an opportunity to raise the roof once more and say congratulations to class of 2025. I declare this graduation ceremony closed and invite the new graduates to join the academic procession. Please rise.